I spent 3 years where you're sitting, and I spent time in Matt's job as the Finance Committee Chair, and I spent a lot of time in Peter's office going through his books. And I can tell you that there's a lot to learn, and there's a lot of complexity there. But I can also tell you that having done that and spent probably 40 hours a week in my time on the board, and a lot of time since then, that I concluded that this district is indeed very well run and very efficiently run. Doesn't mean we can't look for more efficiencies, but I gained a lot of confidence that that efficiency is there. And so after about 10 years of attending board meetings, I've kind of turned my attention now to the Chatham Education Foundation, where I think I can also make a contribution. And our president, Amanda Feeman, is sitting here, and she's a very capable president, and we just had the most successful Casino Royale ever. We raised over $100,000 gross. We probably made $80,000 net. These are world records for us. This will probably be our best year ever after our best year ever last year financially. So we really try to support you in providing private support for the very difficult budget that you are dealing with. And that's what we do, and we're trying to do a better job of that. We're also getting an endowment going. We've already got a $200,000 contribution to the endowment in the bank. Have 1 minute? Okay, well, I better show you this chart right away. This chart has concerned us for many years. This chart came directly off of a chart that you reviewed last week. It shows you the New Jersey per pupil tax levy of the top school districts in the state. Chatham is down here at the bottom. Chatham has been on the bottom for years. Had that happen, all these other districts like Livingston and Princeton and Montgomery and Fernandez and Madison and Westfield, they all built up their budgets in the years when there was no 2% cap. Now there's a 2% cap, and we're never going to catch up. So I'd like to plead with the board to consider the 3.62% tax levy instead of the lower levy, because we're going to need that money for all the reasons that Matt stated. We have inflation, we have energy, we have medical costs, and those are all going to hit us. And New Jersey has a budget crisis itself. So we need a higher budget than we have, and we're running way behind our peer school districts. This is a problem, and it's been a problem for a long time. So please consider that higher tax levy. Thank you. And just so you don't forget where the voters come out on this, this is when we had a school vote on the budget. For the last 12 years, the budget's passed by an average of 64% in this town. This town supports education. Sure, there's 35% of the people who vote against it, but there's 65% of people on average who vote for it. And this is even in some years where we had a 7% tax increase. This town supports education, and you 9 people are now making this vote for us. But don't forget that this town supports education, and we support you. Thank you.